This is Ramon Martinez, and we're talking about the historical record of the Mexicano life in San Jose, El Excentrico Magazine. Here's Dr. Gregorio Mora-Torres from
A lot of these Tejanos begin to settle down in San Jose, and they stop going back to Texas on a regular basis. But they always had one thing, that they wanted to help their pueblos like San Felipe, like Del Rio, and Santa Ciudad Cuña. And so one of the things that they used to do is to set up fundraising events. And here they would organize these dances, where the purpose of these dances is to raise money to build things that the San Felipe, the town of San Felipe in Texas, that town in Del Rio, Texas, or Ciudad Cuña would want. For example, sometimes they will raise money to build sidewalks, to build schools, to build a health center. And so they would send that money, and they were looking at an Excentrico cover of San Felipe, dated July 5, 1963. And so here they are having this fundraiser. There's another picture of San Felipe, again organizing events. Another interesting person, maybe a family that comes from Texas, is the famous Hernandez family. They come as migrant workers in 1950s, and by the 1960s, a lot of the sons are going to college. In this picture, you're gonna see the picture of Ike Hernandez, probably 1963, and most likely a college student at San Jose State, and he's on his way on becoming a police officer. Eventually, Ike and his brother Zeke Hernandez go up the San Jose police ladder until by the 1990s, or 1980s actually, they start becoming high police officials. I think that Ike eventually becomes an assistant chief of police for San Jose.
Story.
Here's the famous Pedro Armendáriz, one of the Mexico's greatest film actors.
And I have a story about Pedro Armendáriz. His father was an American. He was born in Mexico. His mother was a Mexicana. His father died, and he moved as a teenager to El Paso. He ended up being raised in El Paso, USA, and then he went to, I think, Caltech University in California. Then he was on vacation in Mexico City when he was young, and
Earlier, I was talking to you about the wide range of music that young Mexican American kids used to listen to. When I was telling you that they were listening to American, to African music, African American music, into big band music. But I was also telling you that they had a huge interest in Latino Mexican music. They will listen to traditional mariachi. And so here is an ad showing that there's going to be a Mexican mariachi band playing along with a traditional Mexican orchestra group, which was very diversified type of music. And then above it you have tropical music, el Watusi, you know, and so you can see this tropical music from Cuba and from Caribbean islands that people are listening to. And then to
Ray Barreto himself
and Ray Barreto himself, and Pedro Ugarin. These are people who are playing traditional música tropical. And so people are dancing to this type of music. They have this huge wide range of music that goes from mariachi, polka, and obviously música. Young people would wait for months, or they would plan for months what they were going to do at the end of the year for Christmas or for New Year's Eve. And so one of the things that they used to organize is to go to this huge fiestas, these huge dances that were being brought into San Jose. And here's an example of a 12-piece orchestra that is headed by Chico Ochoa, who's going to be playing at the Civic Auditorium on December 31st,